What if I told you there's a sedan that looks like it just rolled off the set of a sci-fi movie, but it's very real and was just unveiled at the Chicago Auto Show? With razor-sharp lines, ambient lighting that adapts to your mood, and tech so smart it almost feels alive, this isn't your average four-door. It might be called a sedan, but it thinks and acts like something far more daring. And here's the kicker, it doesn't break the bank like its European rivals. Intrigued? Good. Because you're going to want to stick around. Welcome back to ByteBuzz Innovations, your go-to destination for smart, honest, and no-fluff automotive content. Whether you're hunting for your next ride or just love keeping up with the latest machines hitting the streets, you're in the right place. We break down the tech, the drive, and the experience without boring you to death. Today, we're diving into a car that just made waves at CAS 2025. It's sleek, it's ambitious, and it's making people question what a midsize sedan should be. Let's get into it.so what's under the hood, or rather, inside the platform? This newly revealed stunner runs on a 2.5-liter turbocharged engine backed by a mild hybrid setup. The battery isn't massive, it's not an EV, but it gives just enough efficiency boost to smooth out the drive and improve fuel economy, especially in urban settings. That translates to around 800 kilometers of range on a full tank and charge combo, depending on how you drive. Dimension-wise, we're talking about a length just over 4.9 meters, a width close to 1.86 meters, and a low-slung height that screams performance but still keeps headroom surprisingly comfortable. It sits comfortably in the mid-size sedan category, but from the first glance, you'll be convinced it's trying to flirt with the sport luxury market. A few features that immediately jump out: active grille shutters for better aerodynamics, a 12.3-inch curved display that blends with the gauge cluster, and a mood lighting system that actually syncs with your music. Now let's talk performance. This car doesn't just look fast, it actually moves. With 290 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque, it's quick off the line. It does 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just under 6 seconds. Not earth-shattering by supercar standards, but for a car that's meant to take the kids to school and still make you smile on a back road, that's impressive. The handling is taut and responsive thanks to a new chassis refinement, and you can feel it gripping the road tighter than before. Steering feedback has been improved too, with more weight and a better on-center feel. Something enthusiasts often gripe about in modern cars. The suspension, adaptive, so it knows when you're cruising on the highway and when you're feeling a bit more spirited. And yes, it now supports all-wheel drive, making it a solid option for those dealing with wet or snowy conditions. On the design side, there's a lot to love. The front fascia is aggressive with those star map LED lights that look like they belong on a concept vehicle. The roofline slopes gently to the rear, giving it a fastback silhouette without sacrificing trunk space. The wheels, 19 inches, multi-spoke, look like they were pulled straight from a tuner's dream garage. Step inside and the cabin feels far more premium than you'd expect at this price point. We're talking stitched leather, aluminum accents, and touch-sensitive controls that aren't overbearing. And the infotainment system? Smooth, intuitive, and finally up to par with the competition. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard, and so is a multi-speaker premium audio system that actually delivers on sound quality. Let's get real about the ups and downs. Starting with the pros, it's got standout styling. No question. It looks more expensive than it is, which is always a good thing. The performance is punchy and the hybrid assist smooths out the drive without making it feel numb. Interior quality is a huge leap from previous models: soft touch materials, low gloss surfaces, and great noise insulation. Tech-wise, it checks most boxes. Driver assist systems like lane centering, adaptive cruise, blind spot view monitor, they're all here and standard in most trims. On the flip side, the rear seat might feel a bit cramped for taller passengers due to that sloping roofline. Trunk space is decent, but not class-leading. And while the mild hybrid helps with efficiency, it's not enough to sway those who've already gone full EV. Also, for purists who still prefer physical buttons, the touch-based controls might feel a bit cold and overstyled. What are people saying about it? Among users, early reactions have been overwhelmingly positive, especially about the design and driving dynamics. Several automotive reviewers praised the car for punching above its weight. One expert even called it the sports sedan we didn't know we needed. Others appreciate the balance. It's fun when you want it to be, but calm when you need it to be. Of course, not everyone's on board. Some critics say the rear visibility isn't great due to that raked roofline and thick C-pillars. A few have mentioned the infotainment could use quicker startup times. But overall, this car is turning heads for the right reasons. So what about the price? Depending on trim level, expect it to start just under $27,000 and climb up to around $37,000 for a fully loaded version. That places it in a competitive spot against rivals like the Honda Accord, Toyota Camry, and Hyundai Sonata. But here's where it gets interesting. Most of its direct competitors don't offer AWD, and few match the level of tech and design flair. Factor in the hybrid assist, premium materials, and sport-tuned dynamics, and it suddenly feels like a very strong value proposition. Now let's hear from you. What feature of this car do you think stands out the most? Is it the design, the tech, or maybe that AWD option? Would you consider buying a sedan like this in 2025, or are SUVs still king in your garage? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We read every one of them and love hearing what you think. To wrap it all up, this new release is proof that sedans aren't going down without a fight. With bold styling, legitimate performance chops, and a tech-forward cabin, it offers something genuinely exciting in a segment that often plays it safe. It's not perfect, but it's fresh, confident, and most importantly, fun. If you're looking for something that blends practical daily driving with just enough edge to keep things interesting, this could be your next favorite car. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like. It helps a ton. Make sure you're subscribed to ByteBuzz Innovations for more deep dives into the newest and most talked about vehicles. Check out our other videos for more in-depth reviews and comparisons. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.